Hello, welcome along to the Sports Express Show. So last week, Sanel and I were sitting exactly right here talking about the Champions League and how the football season is shaping up nicely. Exactly a week later, there is no sport.
None.
Everything has either been suspended, cancelled or postponed, whatever word you want to use, but there's nothing basically.
It's on lockdown, Baba.
Coronavirus, the scourge of the coronavirus has unfortunately stopped all sporting activities in the entire world. So we're not really reporting on anything that's happened in sports, rather we're reacting to all the breaking news.
The unfortunate news
the
that
unfortunate
we have to
suspensions.
encounter, yeah.
So we're going to start at home locally. Really, we had Super Rugby action this past weekend. We had Nedbank Cup action this past weekend, which was the last form of sport that we saw here in South Africa. Super Rugby got cancelled firstly in New Zealand with border restrictions and all of that, and the season was stopped.
Yeah, there's not really much to say. I mean, I think everybody, whatever sector you're in, sports or whatever, if you can stay home, stay home. And especially in the sporting world, seeing that people are postponing and suspending, whatever word you want to use, every other sport will follow the trend, and rightfully so. This is not us knocking the federations or complaining. This is us just reacting to what has just happened.
The magic word or the magic dates that everyone has put through, especially looking at the PSL as well, was the 4th of April. So the 4th of April will be the day where they reassess everything and see how or if the season is going to continue or whatever, but that is the date where they'll be reassessing everything again.
And as Baba April, in fact, I mean, even in
it's so close, right?
It is very close, and even in the English Premier League, they said the 3rd of April. Or I think that was
4th of April as well.
Yeah,
same thing.
So even the Italian Serie A. So I don't know about April. It's very close. I mean, right now as we're speaking to you guys, it's the 19th. Of March, so I don't know what they're expecting in this next couple of days.
They got 2 weeks basically.
Basically, right? 2 weeks, and I don't know if they can come up with a vaccine in 2 weeks. I doubt it.
I think the 2 weeks is to assess how the spread is.
Last week, the spread was there. Things got suspended. Within 1 week,
it doubled.
Things. I'm trying to.
The numbers doubled.
I'm trying to find a term. Okay, let's put it simply. The numbers doubled. Things crashed quickly. Things were going like this. Then within a week, they went like that. So
quite bad.
So it's quite bad. So I don't know. We'll see what will happen. Now we can only watch in anticipation and wait and react to whatever happens, because that's all we can do.
That's all we can do. I think if you're going to European football, the massive thing that happened there was the postponement of the Euro 2020. That will be next year, so it's Euro 2021.
Yes.
So the decision by UEFA to move it to next year has, some people would say, has opened the space for the leagues and the associations to try to finish the current domestic season, because they gave the dates of the 30th of July, with that being the last day, or rather around that time where they can actually finish the season.
Okay, I must give a big ups to UEFA.
That was a massive decision.
For that decision. Not only did they say, not only did they postpone it, but they gave a definitive answer. Look, we're pushing it to 2021. For this reason.
Because it's important to finish the domestic season.
Exactly. So with them, I'm just speaking from a Euros point of view as well. They took it, they said it's postponed, they followed suit like with every other sport, and they said it's going to be not only postponed, but we're going to try and see if we can resume it next year, 2021. Not only that, but also at a specific month. So I like the direction that they have. It
was very clear.
It was very clear. And in that, it has created a positive byproduct in terms of the leagues being given an opportunity to now finish out their campaign. So I'm very happy with UEFA with that decision.
What's your take on this? Because we've had a lot of opinions from people, just normal people on the streets and even executives or whatever, in their opinions. What do you think should happen? Some people think the leagues should be scraped, null and void. Some people think the leagues should be. They try by all means to finish whatever is left of the season. And some people think that just try and finish the season. Even if it goes to next year, you can't start a new season without finishing the current season. Or some people even say, give Liverpool the title, give Juventus the title. You see, there's some people who are saying that. What do you think should be done?
I was thinking when I was at home casually that, you know, let's take the top 4 sides and the bottom 4 sides, create a mini tournament, and then see who's going to get to the title and see who's going to survive relegation. Because I think at the end of the day, we at the EPL, we look at the top 4. Okay, potentially the top 5 because we're still awaiting Manchester City and all that stuff. So take the top 5 and take the bottom 5, say gun it out for the league, and everybody else subsequently will slot into the top 5 like that. That's what I was thinking, because I don't think it's fair to say, hey, it's null and void. So utibati nabantu with the season. Who's the winner?
Like, you can't tell me that the season never happened. No?
Exactly.
Because we know it happened.
Exactly.
And it'll compromise the integrity of the league as well.
Exactly. But at the same time, you can't say, me Juventus, me Liverpool. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So
I'm a Liverpool fan, as you know, massive Liverpool fan. But I also think it would be wrong if they were to give us the title without finishing the games. I mean, I think it'll taint our victory in a way, because people will always put it over us that you actually didn't win the league. It was given to you. So regardless of the fact that we're 25 points clear, it'll always come back to us like that.
That's why I know it sounds radical, but I feel that is the best medium, the way I see it. That have a tournament, or maybe not one day, but to have a tournament in like a weekend, gun it out, let's see from
Even
there.
if you look at it in this way, Sanele, the players are resting right now. Even though some teams are training, giving players individual programs. But if you do extend the season out to the June and July period, the players would have been playing the Euros anyway. So they would be playing football at that time. So it'll make sense that you'd move the league to that time, and even more stringent measures would have been put in place at that time, even if it would be behind closed doors or whatever the case might be. But the most important thing is to finish the current domestic season.
It has to be
because
finished.
if it doesn't finish, then it compromises the entire integrity of football as a whole.
It does.
The football pyramid,
No, it does, and like we say, you can't have a season that wasn't.
Because it was there.
When we clearly saw it was. You know what I mean? So even that's another alternative. Because the Euros have been shifted, why don't we just stretch it out a little bit just to monitor the situation, monitor the players, monitor the crowds, monitor the stadiums, monitor everything, and just stretch it out.
Because it's 9 games. It's just 9 games.
So, and just see what will happen from there. So you got the tournament suggestion that I have, and you got the prolonging suggestion that you have made this side. They have options, especially now that UEFA has made a definitive decision moving forward.
It's given them a time to
time to think.
Finish the leagues.
Exactly. So they have 2 good options, I feel. And
so it could happen, possibly.
Very possible. Very possible. Unless they can call up Raymond Reddington to get them a cure. Then until then, they're gonna have to pick one of these 2 options. And I think, to be fair, because a tournament style is also risky. It's like a lottery. Because you can have one bad moment and
then you lose out.
And then you lose out. Then all of a sudden, City win the league because you had that one bad moment. So I think the best option is this one, prolonging it and just monitoring it from there.
I think they can do tournament style for the Champions League and the Europa League to finish that campaign. There was talk of having the games even on weekends for the Champions League and making it a shorter tournament.
Look, I mean, they have to adjust some way, somehow, but I do feel...
Because that also has to finish as well.
It has to finish, and I'm waiting in anticipation to see how Atalanta do. Like, I really am, and I don't feel that tournament style like that would
suit them.
Yes, so I feel that would be really unfair, but I also get it. If that is the last option, then take that option, because at the same time, like we said about the EPL and every other league, you can't say it never was, when it clearly was. So they have to find a way.
Lastly, Formula 1 Grand Prix, the Australian Grand Prix was cancelled. I think there are no surprises there, really.
No surprises.
We're not sure what's actually going to happen with the Formula 1 because nothing definitive has came out already to say we're just halting the entire season or we're just going to keep on cancelling the races.
Look, at the moment, I think they're just taking it step by step. There's a lot of money that has been put into Formula 1, like every other. That's being lost.
In all sports, to be fair.
So I don't think they will take that decision of saying, whole season cancelled. I think they would want to have at least a minimum of 8 or 10 races.
But they're in a much better place because the season is just starting.
So
they're not in a point where the season is just about to end and you can't finish
Exactly.
the season. So they have better decisions to make.
Yeah, they have the luxury of time,
Yeah.
even though they don't, but they do compared to other sectors of sports.
Yeah.
So I think they will make the best decision, and I think the absolute last resort is to cancel the season.
Which is not an option.
Which is not an
Somewhat what
option.
people would say.
Yes, it's not an option, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes forward.
Yeah, but the people who are taking the biggest hits obviously are the teams, or rather the organizations in the lower parts of the league. So you're looking at second division teams
Yes.
who actually depend on the income that comes
Yes,
from match day
yes.
revenues. And if there's nothing to play, then
There's
how
no
the hell are
money.
they going to survive?
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know, bro. Like I say, we've given them these options. These are options that the Sport Express show has come up with. Nobody else. So they can either choose one of these two, and they better pay us, of course. But they have these options, right? So that even the lower leagues, it has a positive knock-on effect, I feel.
Yeah.
So I think they can hash it out, and there will be an end result.
Obviously, the scourge of the coronavirus, one might think it's only going to get worse from here before it gets better.
Yes.
So this could possibly be our last video for a while because there is no sports, brother.
There is no sports.
There is nothing to talk
Listen,
about.
guys, there's nothing to talk about. We
Yeah.
don't want to become Sky Sports and repeating everything. We don't want to become Super Sport and repeating
You
everything.
just had to go there.
Yes, I had to. You bloody bastards are repeating yourselves. But what I'm basically trying to say,
Yeah.
guys, no shots against Sky Sports and Super Sport.
Yeah.
They're doing what they can do. What
Under
we
these
say
circumstances.
under these circumstances. So what we're basically saying, if there's nothing to report, then we're not going to report anything.
Yeah.
So
we can't keep talking about the coronavirus every week.
exactly, and I'm sure
Because it
you
is there.
as well. I'm sure you're tired of hearing it as well. So guys, with this sad news, this will be our last sports.
It's not a goodbye
It's not a goodbye. It's just a see you later.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
until things get better.
Until things get better, take care of yourselves, please, guys. I know, like, we've been banging across the flipping videos that wash your hands, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your nose, don't touch your lips. It is a preventative measure because a preventative measure is better than a cure. Please, guys, take care of yourself so that you can catch us next time. Thank you, guys, for tuning in for the last time.
Not the last time, really.
Well, not the last time.
We'll see you when it's done, when it's over.
Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.